morning. So I'm super duper excited here with Marina together again, teaching and taking classes. Just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Amena, Anastasia. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so today we're gonna hit some shoulders. We're gonna target thoracic spine as well. If you have yoga blocks, you can have them close by. We don't necessarily have them here, but I'll be cueing for them. Yeah, and we're gonna start with the upper body limbs, getting them ready, okay? Getting those upper body limbs ready. So let's go ahead and start with the neck, okay? So for neck, you can sit or stand comfortably, whatever fits your body the best. I want you to think about, there's a string attached. I'm going to turn to the side too, so you'll get two nice views. There's a string attached to the back of your skull, like the base of the skull. And I want you to imagine this string is gently lifting and tugging the skull upwards as the chin begins to tuck down in towards your chest. Nice and slow. So the back side is lengthening as the front side is closing. So we have opening happening back here, closing happening in the front. Chin all the way down to the sternum and the chest. With your eyes open, but your mouth closed, draw the chin across your right collarbone, all the way to the right shoulder. Nice. Eyes open here. I want your nervous system to see and understand where your neck can move. Drop the ear back over the shoulder. Notice here, if your shoulders or shoulder blades begin to lift, keep them soft. Start to lift your chin up towards the ceiling. As you draw a line across the ceiling with your chin over towards the left shoulder. And I don't want you to just turn the head. I want you to rotate the chin in and down. So tilt that chin down towards the left shoulder. Down, down, down. Rotate it down. Follow the left collarbone. All the way to the center of your chest, the center of your sternum. And I want you to stack back up nice and slowly. Thinking about keeping that length. Beautiful. We're going to do that again. Draw the chin down towards your chest. Good. A little bit more. See if you can get a little bit more before your shoulders begin to want to move and your thoracic spine want to move. Good. Rotate the chin towards your right shoulder. Keep going. You can get a little bit more. Keep going. Keep going. Dump the chin back or the ear back as you lift the chin up towards the sky. Go a little slower. Please, a little slower. Nice. Rotate the chin all the way over towards that left shoulder. Nice. And then tilt it down. Beautiful. Chin to collarbone, sternum and chest, and stack back up nice and slowly. Nice. We'll do it again. Drop the chin down. Over towards the left shoulder. Follow the collarbone. Keep your jaw, your teeth nice and soft. Dump the ear back over the shoulder. Like there's water in this ear, we want to dump it out. Chin up. Draw that line across the ceiling and down. All the way through center. And stack back up. Beautiful job. Beautiful. We're going to change positions here. Come up to a high kneeling only if it feels comfortable for you. You can stay seated if you'd like to, Anastasia, or maybe you want to come to one leg. Okay, so from here, we're going to go one arm at a time. Right hand to your left rib cage for me. I want you to externally rotate this arm bone. And we're going to draw this arm in towards center. Pause here. When you pull this arm in towards center, notice if your whole body twists. Don't let that happen. Just draw this arm fully in. This is our glenohumeral car, controlled articular rotation. Let's draw this arm all the way up into overhead flexion, imagining maybe we can scrape our bicep to our cheek and pause. Nice. From here with this arm up and overhead, I want you to rotate in from the root of the arm, like the bicep is spinning, it's turning in. As you start to reach back behind you, reach back, reach back, reach back, and then start to adduct the arm in towards midline. So if you were looking at yourself in the mirror, you're trying to hide this arm back behind you. And more, more, more. Hide the arm behind your back without the elbow bending. Come on, more. And then relax the arm down by your side. Keep internal rotation. So when you look down, the thumb should be facing back behind you. This is just like the checkpoint, okay? Send the arm back, finding that adduction, internal rotation, and extension. You're gonna feel all the stuff on the back side of your arm really firing. Squeeze back more, keep the rib down. As you start to lift this arm, externally rotating, coming in back into your overhead flexion, and pause here. We want to spin this arm out, external rotation as we cross and pull it down. Beautiful. We're gonna do that one more time. Go ahead, cross in front. Cross in front, external rotation, your thumb is out. Pull up nice and slow. Nice, like you're wringing out your bicep, like it's a wet cloth. Rotate in as you reach back behind you. Try not to let that rib cage or spine shift. Once back there, try to hide it behind your back. Draw it in, harder, harder. Come on, really squeeze it back there. And relax. Good, squeeze back, start to open it up. You're retracing your steps as you bring yourself all the way back up. Externally rotating as you scrape the bicep and bring that arm down. I'm starting to sweat already. Let's do the other side. So external rotation. Cross in front. Pause. Check yourself. Is your elbow bending? Don't let it bend. Create tension with your hips here. If you're in this high kneel, maybe press your heels together, squeeze your outer hips. Anastasia, hug your knees and hips in towards one another if it feels right. Start to pull up into this overhead flexion. Maybe you have enough adduction here. You can scrape your cheek to your bicep. From here, rib stays down as you rotate in and start to reach back behind you. Reaching back, and try to hide this arm behind your body. We have internal rotation, extension, and adduction. Good. And then just relax it down. Good. Let's squeeze it back. Back, and in. Back, in, and up. Back, in, and up. Challenge yourself. Squeeze a little bit more. Try to fire your tricep and delt. And start to open up here. All the way up, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. We have bicep by the ear. Beautiful. External rotation, scrape bicep to your cheek as you bring it down. Good. Now I'm going to challenge Marina a little bit more on this one. And so we're going to move a little bit slower just on this side. So external rotation, cross in front. Beautiful. Really squeeze that chest and pec stuff as you pull up into your overhead flexion. Maybe you scrape. Nice, bicep to cheek. Notice her head didn't move at all. She did a really great job. A lot of times our head wants to sort of shift. Start to rotate in from here. All right away as you reach back behind you more. Keep rotating in more. Yes, reach back more. More. pause here in this extension, so stay back there. Now I want you to try, squeeze this stuff to adduct in towards midline. There's this mirror in front of you. I don't want to see your arm. More. Yes, more. Come on. More. Really hug the ribs down. Squeeze back and in a little bit more. And then keep that internal rotation. Just relax. Good. Squeeze back again. You have one more chance. Hide the arm behind your body. Nice. Ladies at home, keep squeezing back more. I want you to feel that delt and tricep pop. Reach back more, hide the arm back. A little bit more. And then start to open it up. From here, we're spinning the bicep right here. Nice. Up into overhead, keep the ribs down. Good. Cross in front of you, externally rotating. Don't let that elbow bend. And bring it down by your side. Beautiful. Very nice. Very nice. So we'll change position again. Come up into a low lunge. If you need to, pad your knee. Let's go right leg forward. At any moment, Anastasia, you can change your position or even come to a chair. You can even come to a seated position on a chair. All right. So we're going to work our left elbow. Right leg is forward, left elbow. So we're going to take our right arm. We're going to make a 90-degree internal rotation. We're going to bring it up and under this left elbow, this left upper arm. Okay, so we're starting with the palm facing us. I'm going to show you from the side. Starting with the palm facing us. Make a fist. Really externally rotate and spin this forearm. So you're trying to spin your pinky as rotated out to the side as you can. And then I want you to flex your elbow as much as you can. Okay, so ladies here, we're in external rotation and we're flexed as tight as we can. Beautiful. Now from this position, we're going to keep this supination of the forearm as we start to open up with tension. We do not want the elbow to drop and move. So this arm really has to press up the entire time. We're opening and pausing before we lock out the arm. We don't want to lock out that arm. Internally rotate your forearm, pronation. So we're rotating the forearm and palm down. This bicep and upper arm does not move, does not rotate. With tension, start to flex your elbow, bringing that fist towards your shoulder as tight as you can. As tight as you can. Good. We're going to flip again. External rotation or supination. Start to open up. Start to open up. Nice. Flip, pronating, and then flex it in. Nice. Pronating and flexing it in. So the top of my palm is facing my shoulder. One more time. External rotation. Open it up. Open, 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 open. Pause. I know this bottom arm's getting tired. Don't let this elbow drop, y'all. Keep it up. Yes, keep it up. Keep it up. Flip, pronation. Pull, 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 pull. We got 3 more. Now I want you to keep pronation. Palm forward. Palm forward. Push down and away. You're opening it up. Pause. Rotate. Supination. Squeeze it in like there's heavy air between your palm and your shoulder. Good. Flip one more time. Press down and away. Flip into supination. Don't lock up the arm. Keep a little softness. And then squeeze it in, squeeze it in, squeeze it in. And then relax. Relax and let that go. Okay, switch legs for me. I'm going to take my top off so you can see my arms closer and better as well. All right. So from here, so same Same idea, just different side, all right? So your right arm is up here, palm is starting facing you. Palm is starting facing you. Good, other arm is underneath, so it's supporting you. So palm is in, rotate that pinky in and out towards that right shoulder. Make a big fist and squeeze of the bicep as you find full flexion. Beautiful. Keep that as you open up with tension, like there's heavy air. You're opening up, nice. Rotate into pronation. It might be a little easier since we're doing it a second time. Squeeze in, heavy air. Good. Keep this up. Nice. From here, flip for me, pronation and push. I messed myself up, supination. One more time. We pronate, palm down, squeeze. Get that bicep to contract in. Make it pop. Keep pronation. Extend down and away. Don't lock it out. Keep a little flexion. Flip. Curl it in nice and tight. Nice. One more time. Flip. Push away. Pause. Flip. Curl it in nice and tight. And relax. Go ahead and shake off those arms. You can come out of that position. It's the other arm, the bottom arm, that tends to get like really tired after that. So we're gonna do a little loading for the wrist down, just a little bit more prep work, okay? We're gonna fire up some isometrics and then get into a movement pattern, an isometric movement pattern at the end, okay? So go ahead and bring yourself down, hands on the mat. I want you to grip with your fingertips, spreading fingers nice and wide, the wider as possible, okay? Just imagine these are your feet on the ground. The more spread and support we have, the better. So I want you to use your fingertips, the grip of your fingertips, to pull your body, your thoracic spine forward. The shoulders as far forward as you can. Try not to get any really accessory bend in the elbows. Now I want you to gas pedal your fingers and palms into the earth as you shift yourself back, 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 opening up the front of the wrist. Just keep pushing, pushing, pushing. Nice. Use the fingertips, grip, like you're trying to suction cup the hands into the earth to pull yourself forward. Wrists forward, forward, forward. Forward, shoulders forward, as far forward as possible. Push down and away, gas pedal. Like you're gonna contract the underside of your wrist. You're gas pedaling, you're pressing down, down and away. But keep your hands down. Nice. One more time, use the fingertips and suction cup action to pull yourself forward. So we're suction cupping to pull ourselves forward, shoulders over. And then gas pedal, so it's a little different. Press down and away, like you're trying to gas pedal the whole wrist through the earth. Nice. Nice. Then shift forward for me. Let's just rotate our fingers outwards. Keep a nice grip of the fingertips into the earth. And I just want you to start to shift your weight from pinky, ring, middle, pointer, thumb, pointer, middle, pinky, or ring, pinky, sorry. So you're creating a big circle here, feeling the weight shift. Yes, that weight shift in your fingertips. In each finger, I want you to feel the weight shift. Nice. And then reverse directions. Nice, reverse. For 3. For 2. Keep circling for me.
Just give me one more.
Nice. Beautiful. Okay, so go ahead and come into either seated or high kneeling one more time. I want to tap into our thoracic spine. Last thing. So you're gonna get two views here, one from the side and one from the front. Give yourself either your choice, big bear hug, or maybe you decide to hook the thumbs and bring them to the center of your chest. So Marina's gonna go for a big bear hug. She's trying to like grab a hold of her scapula with her fingers. I'm gonna create that pressurization in the front of my chest. So if you can, toes tucked, tailbone, softly tuck it and squeeze your glutes. Yes. Take a breath in and exhale, soften your ribs. So I want you to find some softness in the ribs. As you take your next exhale, drop the chin down towards your chest and start to bring flexion in towards the rest of your thoracic spine. So we're folding in on ourselves almost like a wilted flower. We're trying to get those ribs to fold down towards the hips without moving the hips back. We're trying to find as much flexion in our thoracic spine, maybe even stretch sensation in the lumbar spine. Rotate the center of your chest on your exhale towards your right rib cage. So your hip points and bones are still facing straight forward. I want you to side bend this right shoulder towards your right hip. And then start to spiral the chest up and open. Keep the tuck of the tailbone. Like there's an ice cream scooper going up from the bottom of your spine up. Chest opens. We side bend to the left. We have to rotate the center of our chest in and down towards our left hip bone. Now we're coming back into flexion. All the way into the center of our chest without the hips moving. We stack up nice and slow. One vertebrae at a time. Good. If you're in that big hug, go ahead and open up your arms and cross them the other way. If you have the hook, do the same thing. Switch. Reset yourself if you lost your tuck. Inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. Flex on down, one little vertebrae at a time. And pause. Good. From the center here, we rotate the center of our chest towards that left hip point. Nice. Side bend. Squeeze your left oblique as you draw the left shoulder towards your left booty cheek in the back. Start to spiral the chest up and open. I want you to contract all the tissue in your spine and your back body, in between your shoulders, upper back, before side bending to the right. Rotate the chest in and down towards the right hip, in towards center, creating tension in those hips. Stack back up nice and slow. Beautiful stuff. And relax, let it go. We're going to come to a seated position to work on internal rotation. We're going to work on a little bit of shoulder extension and overhead flexion today. So I'm going to sit and bring my right foot forward. Now you can sit with your legs slightly in front of you like this, or if you prefer a catcher's position, actually sitting on the heel, you can do that as well. Wherever you are, we want to be able to prop the right elbow up on something. Beautiful. Nice. I love it. From here, I want you to just face forward for now. Palm is facing in, and we have about a 90-degree angle happening in the shoulder. Make a fist once more. Drive the elbow down into your knee. And then I want you to rotate this arm bone internally as far as it can go. Now, what we don't want to happen here is for coupling in the shoulder. So as we rotate in, if we rotate in, you notice when you go too far, watch, look what happens. Like this shoulder blade, the whole thing is gonna whoop, pop up. We don't want that. We want to keep this puppy down. So think of hugging down as we find our internal rotation. And then your left hand can grab a hold, come on top, grab a hold of that forearm. And I want you to grip the arm and the forearm with your fingers. And take a few deep rounds of breath. Nice. We may have sensation somewhere around the shoulder joint, whether it's in the front, sometimes it's in the back. It depends on the positioning of our chest. If you're not getting much sensation, maybe you need to actually open up your chest and forearm, or your chest out to the side. You can just sleep Okay. If you need to, you can always turn your torso towards your arm. Now Marina's gonna come into sleeper position, which is another variation. And sometimes it can help us feel sensation more, but stay stacked, like as stacked as you can if you're gonna come into this position. So we have two variations here. Both are really great on working internal rotation. Good. So wherever you are, yes. You can change position, yes. Yes. Just take a few deep rounds of breath here. Nice. And Jimena, you can always support your head with a block. Yes, beautiful. Take one more deep round of breath. We hold our stretches here. It takes a little while for the deep tissue of the joint capsules to become aware, for the entire capsule to become aware of stretch. I want you to begin to press this bottom arm, your right arm, up into your top hand. The action is like you're trying to externally rotate, okay? But so you're trying to externally rotate, but this top hand is not letting you whatsoever, okay? We're only going to start at a low intensity, 10%. So we're pressing up. Notice this top hand is not letting me get any movement here at all. 10% intensity. Let's go 20% intensity. Still pressing up, 30% intensity. We have 40, 50. Now you might get a little shake, 60. Let's go to 70. If it feels fine for you, keep ramping up to a safe maximal effort. Let's hold for 8, 7. Through max effort, we can't hold for longer than that. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make sure you have a hold of your forearm, and we want to reverse the action and pull down. So I want you to pull down using this front and bottom side tissue. You're trying to get more internal rotation. So the top hand is stopping you from rotating in. Same thing, safe max. If that max is 30%, stop there. If it's 100, go for it for 5. You're pulling down 4, 3, 2, 1, and like a parachute, slowly, gently relax. So keep that elbow onto your knee or onto the ground, like Marina has hers. Make a fist, your top hand can come off. Relax, your top hand can come off. Nice. Drive your elbow into the knee or the earth. Keep this upper arm in the same place. We're going to find some axial rotation, just saving that work a little bit. Start to externally rotate as much as you can. Nice. Yep. If you hit the floor, press your arm and your hand into the floor. Yes. Then we start to internally rotate. Beautiful. Notice, I'm not letting this scapula move or pick up. Again, external rotation. Creating tension, like think about driving that elbow down into the floor or your knee at like 40 or 50%. Just give me a few more moving slow. Internal. Last one. External. One more internal for me here. So we're saving the work. Nice. And slowly, gently relax. Go ahead. We're going to switch sides right away. So if you're in that seated position, you can switch. If you're in your sleeper, you can rotate around and switch. So with our internal strength practice like this, we create the intensity and the strength from the internal environment. So you're creating this, right? To affect change, joint space change, we need max effort work. But if you're in post-injury stage or in a rehabilitation stage, maybe you stay at a lower intensity. So if we're here, we rotate in. We just want to find that end range internal rotation before grabbing the forearm and the arm. Now again, we do not want coupling, right? So even if you're on the floor, if you feel this scapula lift, no, you're too far. I want you to keep this hug down, and maybe this actually pulls this forearm and hand up a little bit. Yes, you might have been too far, okay? And just hold this and breathe for a few rounds of breath. Think nice, deep, long inhales and exhales so your nervous system can know that this position is safe, so it gets prepped for the work that's about to begin. One more deep round of breath. And like we're driving this elbow down into the knee, I want you to start to press up into your top hand. So I'm going to show you the action while you're pressing up. It's like you're trying to externally rotate, right? But this hand is blocking us, or our top arm is blocking us. Just 10% for now. Give me 20. Like an elevator, we ramp it up to 30. Again, remember, stop where you need to. 40. 50. We have shake. 60. Get your rest of your body involved. 70. 80. Max effort. Let's hold here. 8. Or stop wherever you stopped and hold with us. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1, grab a hold of the wrist and the forearm and pull down. Reverse your effort. Connect all to the front side, underside, armpit stuff as you pull down, down, down the pec. You're trying to internally rotate more for another 5. 4, don't let this happen. Draw that shoulder blade down. 3, 2, 1. And like a parachute, slowly and gently relax. Top hand can come off. We drill or drive this forearm and elbow into the surface it's attached to. And we start to externally rotate, going as far as we can. If it hits the ground, press it into the ground. If you hit your end range up here, think about just squeezing all the stuff on this back side. Good. Internal rotation. Just a few axials to save our work after that really strong isometric. Let's go just 3 more. Internal, nice. External. 2 more. Internal. Maybe each time you increase intensity. How much intensity can you move through motion with? Internal. External. And slowly, gently relax. Super duper. Okay, so do we happen to have, and I'm sorry I didn't mention this earlier, a hand towel or a kitchen towel? So maybe you can grab a hand towel or a kitchen towel, and I'll grab, same thing. Yes, 2?
We don't have any kitchen towels.
Yes. This.
Okay.
Okay, so just like a kitchen towel or a hand towel, something that we're gonna be using in between our hands. Behind our back. So there's 2 ways we can do this. I'm gonna let Marina decide what she'd prefer. We can do this seated or on our belly. We're working shoulder extension and internal rotation. She chooses on the belly. So sometimes it's nice, my friends, if you roll up your mat or maybe bring a pillow or something underneath your forehead, because we're going to be using both arms at the same time. Okay. So we're actually going to be starting with extension and internal rotation. So she's going to bring her arms by her sides. And she's going to rotate her arm bones internally, so the palms are facing up, okay? So from this position, you're gonna take your towel with you. Oh, hello, little kitten. You're gonna take your hand towel with you and see if it's long enough, you can bring it in between your hands, okay? And just rest the towel, like it might be on your back, might be on your thighs or your booty, wherever it lands, okay? Good. Your arms are gonna stay nice and straight. And I want you to just lift your arms up so they're hovering off your back, like so. Now, from this position, I want you to walk your hands as close in towards one another. Nice. As you can, without letting the elbows bend. I want you to blow air out your ribs and let your ribs drop down towards your hips. Press into the tops of your feet. Relax your hands down for a moment. Squeeze your glutes and engage your lower body. Okay, so she has everything engaged, and all we're doing is we're setting up for the work that's about to happen. So I want you to find that position, okay? So we have our hands as close in as we can together without the elbows bending. Your forehead is on the earth. I know you won't necessarily be able to see me. Just listen to my cues, all right? Because your head is down. So just listen to my cues. So from here, you're going to begin to try and pull this, what is this? Towel. Sorry. You're going to pull the towel apart with your arms. And for now, I want you to keep it resting on your body. Keep it resting on your body and attempt to pull the towel apart, 10%. You're going to feel the outsides of your arms and shoulder capsules turn on, 20, 30, 40, 50%. Hold that 50%. And at the same time, I want you to try to drive your hands in this towel down through your body. You're trying to drive it through your body, through the earth, as if you want to lift them forward and overhead.
So feel the pressure of your palms down onto your body, of your tops of your hands down onto your body. 50% intensity. So now we have this whole front side of the shoulder capsule activating and turning on. If you can, increase your efforts for me. Remember, the rest of your body is involved. Your abs, your thighs, your knees, you're pressing down through the tops of the feet. Hold here for 5. You're pulling apart and pressing down into your body. 40. 4 seconds, I'm sorry. 3 seconds. We have 2 seconds. We have 1 second, and then from here, reverse the effort. Try to lift your arms up. Don't bend those elbows. Do not bend those freaking elbows. I want them straight. Good. At the same time, you're trying to get slack in your towel and bring your hands closer together. Don't bend. Straight arms. Straight arms. I want the delts, the triceps, and the scaps trying to squeeze in towards one another more. Getting slack on the towel. Nice. Trying to reach back more. It's the same action that we were doing in the beginning of class with our shoulder cars, but now it's really freaking active. Give me more. Higher and in more. Slack on the strap for another 3. This is our rails, our regressive effort here for 2, for 1, and slowly, gently, like a parachute, relax in and down. Now, beautiful, relax, big breath in and out. Beautiful. Come back to that same position you were just in. Beautiful. Now, if you found your elbows bend, in the second contraction, the rails contraction, where we're trying to hug in, I want you to open up your hands a little bit more. So create a little bit more space in between your hands. So we're gonna have to open up. Okay, I should have to open up quite a bit. Because what we want, I want to actually get active release of the towel. So this release of tension of the towel without the elbows bending. So we're going to do that second contraction one more time. She's going to extend her arms up and back behind her, lifting her arms off her body. Nice. As high and back as she can go. From here, we're going to squeeze the arms in towards one another, the hands in towards one another, trying to get slack on our strap or slack on our towel. We want this middle part to be soft. Get slack. Notice if your arms drop as you're doing this. Give me more slack. Yes, in. Don't let the elbows bend. Squeeze your triceps and your delts here for 3. For 2, keep squeezing, and I want slack. For 1. Now release the strap. Keep your hands up in the air and hold for another 5. 4. In and up. 3. 2. Notice if your arms open. This is your real active extension for 1, an internal rotation, and slowly, gently allow those hands to float down. Beautiful. I know. Don't worry. We're going to give ourselves a break. So stay where you are. Both arms are going to lift back up. Don't worry, no strap. Just lift back up into extension. You're still in internal rotation. Beautiful. Make sure you have space around you. You're going to open up here, arms to a T letter. Start to externally rotate as you start to bring your arms forward. Thumbs up, and then parachute down. Beautiful. You're going to do that again. So this is your shoulder car. Okay, lift up. Keep those arms as high as you can. Internally rotate as you reach back behind you. Remember, find this same end range, super duper active extension and adduction, and then parachute down. Nice. Again, lift it up. Each time I want that same terrible, terrible fight for more adduction and more extension. Higher, 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 and then open up. As high as we can, externally rotating. Thumb is up, 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 and parachute down. Beautiful. Let's do it again. Lift. Open. Nice. As high as you can, as high as you can. Rotate in and reach back behind you. Pause in that extension and adduction. Remember, this action, you're trying to get slack in your strap. Drop it down. Parachute. One more, my friends. Up. Up, 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 up. Open. Good. We have external rotation and parachute down nice and slow. Woo, relax. Go ahead and shift back into a child's position. Maybe you want to move your spine, flexion and extension of your spine. It's totally up to you. But I just want you to find some movement that feels good for you. Maybe it's a rest or a pause. We have one more addition to this, overhead flexion with the use of our hand towel. Nice. Beautiful. When you're ready, you can make your way back down onto your belly. So essentially, we're going to be working the same exact action, only this time with overhead flexion. So overhead flexion, both, and you bring your towel with you, both arms come forward. And I'm gonna back you up just a little bit, yes. Both arms come forward, your palms can be down here on this, if that's okay with your shoulders. And let's start with hands in line with the shoulders for now. Beautiful. If you wish to walk your hands a little closer together, you're more than welcome to. If we have pain or pinch anywhere in the shoulder capsule and we need to open up, you might need a bigger towel or something like a pole, maybe a band. You may need to open up your hands a little bit wider. We don't want to work in pinch and pain, okay? So if your towel or your support is big enough, wide enough, and you need to open up those arms, go wide. You can do the same thing here, nice and wide, okay? We don't want pain. So her forehead is down. Do you want a support for your forehead? Okay. So her forehead is down. She's going to press into the tops of her feet. She's going to tuck her tailbone under, contract her glutes. From this position, take a breath in through your nose. Again, exhale out your mouth. Drop the ribs down. I want you to get like a stretch in your armpit tissue. Just by hugging the ribs down towards your hips. So you're really blowing all the air out. Nice. All that air out. Beautiful. Now from here, I'm going to have you begin to pull apart the towel once again at 10% of your effort and start to lift the arms up. So you're lifting up and pulling open, up and out at 10%. Give me 20%. Now, let me just tell you, this double arm stuff and overhead flexion sucks. It's really hard. So I understand. It's like my arch nemesis. Keep going for me. Keep lifting and opening. Pull the towel apart more. If you get a little rip in the middle, that's fucking phenomenal. That's really exciting, right? That's really strong. Keep going. Keep trying to pull the towel apart. Yes, give me max effort, whatever is a safe max for you here for 8. Yes, squeeze all you got. Use the outer stuff. Feel your delts, your tries, your traps. Good for 3, for 2, for 1. Keep the arms up. Squeeze your bicep and this top side of your neck stuff as you try to slide your hands closer together, getting slack in your towel and strap. Get slack, hide it in. Good. Squeeze. Pinch your biceps to the back of your skull or your ears. Yes. Yes. Do not bend those arms, girlfriends. Do not bend those arms. Keep them nice and straight. Good. Come on. Come on. Squeeze it in. And if you can get your hands to touch, push them together for 3, for 2, for 1. Slowly, gently parachute down and out. Beautiful. Give yourself a big breath in and out. Nice. We're coming into the second contraction just one more time. We're almost there. We've got like 2 or 3 minutes left. You got this. You have this. So go ahead. Lift the arms up. We're gonna start, just pull the strap apart. And if you'd like to make it a little harder, walk your hands maybe closer in together. Good. So we're up and we're pulling apart. So I just want you to pull apart at about 50% of your intensity. Just connect to the outer stuff for 3. Our main action is that adduction, hugging in towards midline. You're pulling apart for 2, for 1, and from here, my friends, adduct the arms closer together. Get slack on your strap. Good, nice. Like Marina, I want you to try to pinch my hand, pinch my fingers with your straight arms and your palms. Try to hug your ears with your biceps. Lift higher. I want higher, higher. Good, higher for 3. Pinch in for 2. You got this, my friends. 1, and parachute down. Release the strap. Keep your hands and arms where they are. So if they're close together, they're closer together. Beautiful. So from here, you can make a fist if you'd like. Rotate your palms so they face in towards one another. Yep. Lift both arms straight up into the air. Now from this position, without the strap, again, hug bicep in towards your ears, as close as you can, as high as you can. This is your starting position every car, every controlled articular rotation. Start to lift open out to the side. Keep the arms up. Rotate palms down. Rotate internally. You're reaching back behind you. We're almost there. Find maximum extension and adduction, internal rotation. Once again, squeeze back, pinch, pinch, pinch. Try to hide the arms behind your back. Both of them get slack on this imaginary strap. Keep the arms up. We have to make our way back. All the way to center. Sorry, Marina, that's in your way. Up, 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 up. High, pinch. Cheek or ear with bicep, in more, squeeze it in more. Find end range, keep it up. I just need 1 more, as high as you can. Open out to the side. T letter, palm down. Yes, yes, I'm here to challenge you today. Rotate in and back. Beautiful. High and in. I want these triceps and triceps to be super sore. Come on, open out to the side 1 more time. Yes. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Up, keep the arms up. Pinch the ears with your bicep. Come on, in. Slack on your strap right here for 3, 2, 1. Parachute down. Take a breath in and out. And when you're ready, shift your hips back towards your heels and allow your forehead to relax. Child's pose. So allow your spine to round. Find a resting position. You have 30 seconds here. 30 seconds to breathe. Now, if arms overhead does not support you and they're super tired, you can always bring your hands and arms back towards your legs, hugging your thighs, bringing your hands towards your feet. Nice, beautiful. I love all the modifications, the taking what you need. Beautiful. Just give yourself 1 more round of breath wherever you are. And then slowly, gently make your way up and out. So super awesome job. Everyone, super awesome job. That hour like flew by.
Yes.
It really did. Wow. Thank you so much.